Odd Conduit Media.
What's it gonna be?
You are now listening to the
Hyrule Podcasters! Rumble, rumble.
Hey, all you rock'em sock'em robots. Welcome to another episode of
Hyrule Podcasters!
Ultra Pod.
Exploring a torn kingdom.
I'm your co-host, Ben.
And I'm your co-host, Pat.
And on this audio-only Let's Play, we venture through each game in Nintendo's Zelda franchise.
You got that right. We're not experts or purists. We're just playing each game start to finish.
And this season, we're playing The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom.
And we're at the home stretch.
We're in the home stretch. How's that feel?
Good.
Yeah?
It's such a weird season because we're not playing the whole game on the podcast. But like I'm at the point in the game where I'm just kind of finishing up some shrines and like I feel like I put so many hours into this game, but when I talk to people about it, they're like, "Oh, did you get that thing?" I'm like, "Nope." Did you get that thing? What? That exists? Like there's just still so much more to do, which is fun. It's probably going to be a forever airplane game for me because there's just always things to do in it. But I've kind of moved on to the new Zelda game.
Yeah. Before we jump into that, just on that last comment, Mom, who, tries to 100% every game and plays so much, we were recently playing with her on my character, which is an episode that you'll hear in 2 weeks.
Right.
And I don't do a lot of the side quest stuff. I tend to be kind of straight, down like I just want to do the stuff that is in the main part of the game. But I had even found like armor sets that Mom had not found.
Yeah, she's like, "Ooh, even though, what's this?
Yeah, what's that? And then she was like, "Oh, you have to go down to the depths to get that one. That's why I don't have it."
Yeah, we've been spending a lot of time on this show in the depths recently, but Mom has not spent a lot of time in the depths until after that episode, and then she went back down to the depths.
Yeah.
There's just so much stuff to do.
I know. I really enjoyed being down in the depths and doing a lot of like the ghost hunting and things like that. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that I did most of my depths work when I was sick, like last winter. I've been playing this game for a long time.
We have. But you mentioned that you have made a bit of a game pivot over to Echoes of Wisdom.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
So have you played it at all?
I have not, and I don't think I've even watched you play it yet. So,
but you've read some stuff about it.
I have, yes. I'm familiar with the general game mechanic.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about Echoes of Wisdom now. If you guys haven't played it and don't want spoilers, you can skip to the gameplay because we won't cover anything else that much more important during this intro.
And you can use the chapters to skip that.
But I'm loving it, man. My friends and I are all playing it. We're actually meeting tonight.
Oh, nice.
One of my buddies was like kind of on the fence about it. He's not so much
Call him out.
Steinberg was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this game, but it's cute enough that I think my nieces and nephews would like to play it when I'm in town. So I don't mind buying it. And me and Colin and Simon were just plowing through, and I'm trying to like pump the brakes because I started before all them.
Oh, right,
and we're all just talking in the group chat about it. Steinberg's nowhere to be found. And then out of nowhere, a few days ago, he says, "Guys, I accidentally beat the game."
Classic.
He had just been playing but not communicating, and he got to the end of the main quest and was like, I guess I'll go back and do other stuff now. So my initial reaction to the game was, this is delightful. I love the animation style. As I mentioned in our episode with the Sacred Realms boys, where we, tried to figure out which game is best to play if you've never played a Zelda game before, but you like video games.
Right.
Link's Awakening, the remake for Switch, is a perfect introduction to the Zelda series if you're trying to get in to the top-down Zeldas. And this looks like exactly like Link's Awakening, which is delightful. I mean, the characters are fun too. The animation's great. You get to hop around from the jump, which is great. Just like getting the Rock's Feather early on in the game. So I love the way that it looks. I love the aesthetic. I've never had a problem with cute video game stuff. I'm not out here playing Call of Duty. I'm out here playing Nintendo games. So that's fine with me. Clearly I love playing a Zelda. That's something that you've wanted for so long.
Yeah. And I think that the chibi is the name of kind of like the art style that it's inspired by, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of like that like cute aesthetic that you get.
And we get to finally play a Zelda. Are you psyched? I can lend this thing to you soon because I'll be done with it soon.
Yeah. I figured, we're kind of coming up here on some holidays, and I figure you'll probably have a bit of time, maybe get played through that. And I'm real excited to play it. I'm not playing another game right now, except for, quick little plug here, Patrick and I are currently co-oping this great game called Infernax, which came out in 2022.
It's so good.
And yeah, it is a Metroidvania style game that is co-op. You can play it single player. I actually have beat the game as in a single player campaign, but just loved it so much. First, I tried to get my mom to play it with me. That was a bit of a struggle because it has a lot of intricate platforming.
Yeah.
But I knew Patrick would love this because it controls a lot like Mega Man in terms of like the platforming jumps. It's a very difficult game. I mean, there was one dungeon that we probably banged our head against for like 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think once you beat the dungeons only take like 15 minutes, but you just die so much. We're having a great time playing it. We're probably about maybe 1/3 of the way through the game and having a blast. And it's just been fun and it's the kind of great like couch co-op. We're
really
sitting there
is.
next to each other in the attic, just playing some video games.
No, you're just going to die a bunch. It's very Mega Man in that way.
Yes.
Unlike that game, I was worried I would not die at all playing Echoes of Wisdom. It was like pretty easy from the onset. And then I think the first boss battle got me.
Nice.
Since I like games to be a little more challenging, since I'm from that Mega Man, Mario 1 era of gaming, I want to be challenged. I want to play a level over and over and over again until I'm so good at it that I'm like, how did I ever struggle here? And so I just didn't even know that you could heal yourself in this game. And so I was like, okay, the first boss got me. The difficulty curve from just general exploration to the first boss fight is pretty steep. Which was surprising, but I enjoyed a lot. I mean, I'm not complaining about that. I think it was good. My complaints about the game are that it is certainly made for somebody that needs more direction than I do. There's a lot of, hey, we should go through this door. There's a lot of Navi, Hey, listen. Okay. We should walk through this open door. I know I need to walk through the open door. But it became apparent to me pretty early on that I was going to have that. So I just decided to be patient with it instead of be annoyed by it. I love the ability to solve puzzles in a new way. I think that this Echo mechanic is innovative in a Zelda game in that you're not getting the hook shot. You're not getting the fire rod. You are becoming your environment, which and that leads to a lot of fun puzzle solving. But it does mean that treasure chests are kind of whatever.
I see.
Because you get rupees in treasure chests or potions in treasure chests. You're not finding like a new item in every dungeon. Yeah, you're beating a new enemy in every dungeon, or or learning a new object in every dungeon and getting a new echo. But it's not quite the same. And like,
well, it seems like that's almost like I would say the direction, if you think about it, that Zelda games have gone in the last 5, right? In Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, you had everything after the first 4 hours that you needed to solve every puzzle and do everything, right? Which is interesting. And then even the what was that Nintendo DS game, the painted with the paints, where you could do like the 2D, 3D thing? What was that called?
Oh, right. The one that's just basically a remake of
with Low Rule
to the past.
And all that.
Yeah.
This is where if we were experts, we would know the name of this.
Yes, we're not experts.
And Patrick's going to Google that real quick. But if you think about it, so that means the last 5 games that they have produced in the mainline Zelda franchise have not had that classic Zelda style, what we were used to of explore a dungeon, get an item, use that to finish the dungeon, beat the bad guy, and then move on.
Right. It's a link between worlds.
Right. There you go. So, I mean, that tells you that, you know, it's kind of one of those things where you're like, oh, well, it's not like a Zelda game. I'm not doing these things. It's like, but a Zelda game kind of changes and transforms over time. It just so happens that I think a lot of people that are kind of our age grew up and there was like a traditional design or like the game design was this specific path and more like linearity, right? Mm-hmm. And now it's a bit more open world. And you can't, if you want kind of have and give people the opportunity to kind of explore and go wherever they want to go, you do have to think about how we end up like locking away certain pieces of the game in a way that doesn't inhibit people's ability to experience, you know, a really unique gameplay. And so I think that provides just, you know, it'll be interesting to see, you know, do they, with their next big 3D game, you know, do they make a Ocarina of Time style, you know, very linear path, but you're telling like this grand story.
I would be shocked to see kind of what if they went back to the Ocarina style in the 3D.
I mean, it's been 9 years. Yeah. I mean, it's been, because Breath of the Wild was like 2016 or something like that. Wow. So, you know, I mean, it's been a long time since they've thought about Zelda that way. So it'll be interesting to see what direction they go.
I think it's more likely that in another 10 years, we'll get a top-down Zelda that has that kind of traditional path. But
well, it could also be that they've also seen so many other great developers build those kind of games, right? Like you played Tunic, I played Tunic, right? I mean, there are some wonderful top-down, you know, Link to the Past inspired games. And if you're Nintendo, the thing they've never wanted to be is just like churning out the same thing over and over again. So
which is it's like your favorite band puts out a couple albums that sound similar and then changes direction. Do you go with the band, or do you fall back and say this changes too much? I really love that I can hop on to everything. I only recently learned that I could like follow a spider up a wall, you know, like so many little things that I almost want to watch other people play it just so that I can learn other tips and tricks. The cool thing is that I'm playing it with my buddies. So tonight I'm going to get a lot more tips and tricks, and I haven't explored the whole overworld. I'm not really interested in talking to people, which is something that you have to do a lot in this game if you want to do any side quests. If you want to do anything, there's a lot of dialogue boxes. And, you know, that's cool. I'd say that it's not really a pick up and play for 20 minutes kind of game. It's a pick up and play for 40 minutes just because of the dialogue.
Okay.
But
gotcha.
Which I read very quickly and don't always read. So clearly the empowerment of Zelda, like I wonder if like this could empower young girls to play video games in a way that because there's usually a male protagonist.
Specifically console games.
Specifically console games, sure.
Right.
But I will say it's kind of whack that in order to wield a sword, you kind of have to become this like ghost version of Link. It's like they almost.
Oh,
did
interesting.
it.
Okay.
They like
Interesting.
almost gave Zelda all the power, but we're like, yeah, but we know you want to play as Link a little bit, and so you get to do that like here and there.
Gotcha.
But overall, really enjoying it. I'll probably have beaten it by the next time we talk because, like you said, holidays, I got some travel ahead of me, and I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime, we have...
Well, I did just
Yeah.
pitch back over to me there at the end.
Yeah, and have an opportunity to play it. So what are you thinking there?
Yeah, I mean,
Ben?
I think that, the two quick plugs I'll say is that, if you're still on the fence about this, Patrick and his friends giving it big thumbs up. IGN, which is where I kind of go to for reviews, they gave it a 9 out of 10, which means it's an excellent game.
Yeah.
And I just want to do a quick plug here. So through my job, I met somebody who has another Zelda podcast.
What?
And I just wanted to plug them in here real quick. And it'll be in the show notes if you want to see it a bit more. The name of the podcast is Book of Maduro, which is the green book that falls in Link to the Past.
Right.
And they've covered all sorts of Zelda games and some adjacent games. They've covered some Metroid games, some Final Fantasy games. But right now, they are doing Echoes of Wisdom. So if you're interested in kind of listening to a bit more of a playthrough style, and it's not quite audio only Let's Play, but it's definitely like in the same vein as Sacred Realms. They bring a really great perspective. There are 3 total hosts on there, and I think they provide like a real flair. And so it comes out every 2 weeks, and it's Monica, Cameron, and Crystal, and they explain the lore of the Legend of Zelda series, and they have their part 1 up for Echoes of Wisdom right now. So I would definitely encourage you, if you're interested, to take a look or take a listen, and I think you'll really enjoy it.
The Book of Mudora, a bi-weekly exploration of how Zelda mythology was constructed game by game from its simple beginnings to the labyrinth that it is today. Cool. I'm going to check that out.
Yeah. And speaking of labyrinths, why don't we hop into Patrick and Mom battling across the depths on their way to the Spirit Temple.
This is the last episode that you will be in the Spirit Temple with us. We've been here for a bit, but I had the opportunity to finish the level off with my mom on her character, and so we decided, why not bring Mom on the show? We're almost at the end of the season, so we're running out of possible mom time here. Let's check it out. Let's see how me and Mom, the self-proclaimed Hyrule Podcasters B team, which we all know is actually the A team,
obviously. From a content perspective, it's definitely the A team. All right, see you on the flip side, everybody. Bye.
We're back.
We are at the Construct Factory in the depths, and we have
assembled our big construct, our robot
We've
construct.
assembled our big robot construct. And now I guess we're going to have to hop on it.
Oh yeah, we ride it.
Okay, so this robot construct is 4 times the size of Link, and we're riding on its back.
Oh look, and you fight with him.
And it's got little dangly arms.
Oh my.
So I can use the right hand separately. And the left hand separately.
Right.
I can guard.
It's like a mech suit almost.
This one just says back part. I don't know what that does.
I don't either. And attach.
But it looks to me like I'm supposed to train to use this thing. Can you think... Oh, okay, so there's some weapons.
The weapons here can draw forth the true power of this construct.
Cool, so it looks like there's some weapons here.
Attach one to a hand, and your power in combat will be magnified several-fold.
Several-fold, that's a cool
So you've got
word.
one of those spiky balls. The road to the secret stone is long and arduous. I recommend that you make stops at each armory along the way.
So we're going to kind of make our way through the depths from the Construct Factory to the secret stone location. And then we will get the secret stone. But in the meantime, we're going to have to use this construct body to fight a lot of enemies.
Who knows?
And it wants me to get accustomed to using all
And it's
these
showing
weapons.
us its abilities.
Yep,
You can
you're gonna
attach
touch
things to the hands.
So I'm just gonna walk up to this
Okay.
ball thing.
Yeah.
And
So do you use
Ultra Hand?
yeah, no.
Oh, attach. There's just an
Attach.
attach button.
Right. Use attach. There you go. Spiked iron ball.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this
Right
iron
hand
ball
or
in my
back
right
part?
hand.
Okay.
And then here's a flame emitter. And I'm gonna put it on my left hand.
Okay.
And then there's something else here. I don't know what this is. Shock
Shock
emitter.
emitter.
And I'm gonna put it on my back part. Which
Oh, you got 3. Oh my goodness.
okay.
Here
And
we
now I
go.
just head toward the stone. Right?
Yep, the indicator light. Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. That's
Yep,
a long
southeast,
that's a long
but
journey.
it's a long way. I think there's going to be a lot of.
All right. Here we go.
I wonder how well he climbs.
And I noticed
We're
that my
gonna find out.
battery is running out. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to climb. What do you think? You think I'm going to be
Now
able
you can
to climb?
try. And
Yeah,
if
I
not,
think it's
we'll
gonna.
have
I
to
think I'm gonna have
build-
to go around like this. So, I don't think I'm gonna be able to climb.
Okay.
So we're just gonna take this path that seems easy.
To go around like the mountain range. Uh-oh. Just lost a heart to.
Got some guys coming after me. It doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to just.
No, mosey over there.
No. What are some games that you've played where you get to ride in a big mechanical thing?
Gosh. Thinking about it, I don't really think I have.
No? None of your RPGs let you get up in the saddle of a big robot or anything?
No. Mm-mm. You're
That's too
losing.
bad. Yeah, I know. Do we have like gloom restoring food?
I think I only have one gloom to get my hearts back. Man, I think you could do better just as Link.
Yeah, that's actually not a terrible idea. I wonder why the constructs are attacking me. I'm like, guys,
Right.
brothers in construct.
Exactly.
Come on. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get all of my guys out. You know, all of my, what are they called?
Oh, you're gonna use
My vows.
Yep.
So maybe they'll help fight
Okay,
with
you're
me
gonna summon them.
as I just kind of barrel
so you have
through.
all 4.
Honestly, I
yeah,
just kinda
because
wanna
they
barrel
do
through.
help. That's the gloom repair one.
This one's the gloom repair one?
No, down with the little star, up, right there.
Okay. And here's another gloom repair one.
We're gonna have to put out some pots.
And then let's just get some extra hearts while we're at it.
Okay, extra hearts. We have cold resistance, climb speed up. Probably, why don't you go over to armor and put the regular hood. Yeah, nope.
Okay. This
no,
guy
No, yeah,
and this
Yep.
guy.
no. I used the climbing one. Oh, I guess.
But if we have the whole
Right.
Hylian outfit on, it'll
Right.
boost our something.
Yes, it will.
Okay, here's more bad guys. And again, I'm just gonna kind of try to avoid fighting as much as I can. So,
Yes, I do that.
you know, the first time I think that I got to ride around in a mech suit was in Mega Man X.
Oh,
That was a really cool moment when they,
that would have been.
you know, you're fighting the opening bad guy attacks you in a mech suit, and the first level that you should play because it gives you the first upgrade, Chill Penguin. You just hop right into a mech suit, which is really fun.
Oh, get those pose.
You got it.
Are they gonna let you? Yeah. Okay, some of them. Watch out for those gloom beetle things, because
Yeah.
when they hit you, they take a lot of.
Okay, here I
Hearts.
go. Hoping
Can
that I
you
can
run
just
in it?
run. No, there's no really
Can't
running
run.
allowed. So I'm just gonna keep moving. Like
Yep.
it seems like my little friends will kind of take care of these jerks for me. I feel like there was a moment in one of the Final Fantasies for the Nintendo or the Super Nintendo where you got the ability to like ride in a mech suit, and
You
maybe
know, it
you
might
didn't
have,
like.
but it's so long ago.
Maybe it didn't like look. Maybe you didn't get to operate it yourself, but you got to like watch your character
Oh, maybe so.
in it.
Because I did play those.
I remember watching you guys play that game, and that was really fun.
Yes.
So, I mean, pretty much, I'm just strolling along. And while it would be fun to engage in combat and like get really good at this thing,
Let's just get there.
all right, let's just do it. So, my mom is here on November 6th, 2024, sitting next to me. If anybody needs historical context, Google what happened
And we're
today.
playing my guy.
We are correct. We are using
Because I
my
have a lot
mom's
more hearts.
character. So, true to the rest of this season, we have been,
I
kind of
hope you can
switching
get by that Hinox.
back and forth. Oh, a big Hinox.
Yep.
I'm just running, and he's going after my companions instead of me.
Good.
So I'm just hoping that that's how
he
this
moves
goes.
pretty slow.
So this this character is my mom's character. We knew that she was coming to town, and so she caught up with us and successfully got to exactly where we were when we last talked to you guys.
We're going to need some batteries.
How do we get batteries?
Oh, well, the charges. You need to go.
Oh, we're close to the secret stone.
Yes.
Draw forth the hidden power in this. Oh, they gave us extra batteries.
Oh, cool.
That's great news. I am just running from the blue Hinox.
Yeah, just go. Go for it.
Anyway,
Go
so my
for it.
mom caught up with us, and we were able to continue this game exactly where we left off, but on her character instead. I'm going to try to climb this wall, and it looks like it's working.
It is.
Well,
It
that's
is.
good.
Yeah.
So we're getting pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I assume there's going to be like a boss fight at the end of this.
Oh,
gauntlet.
yes, because there always is right before the temple. I forgot about that.
And I think that
It's usually 3 things or something like that, and then it changes again.
we've already played the temple.
What?
Yeah, you collecting the construct parts, I think, is the temple.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, think about it. The other temples that we played, you had
Yeah.
to, open a couple gates, et cetera, et cetera.
That's true.
So for this one,
It might be. I guess we're going to find out, aren't we?
yeah, as usual, my mom and I are like, what's going on? Only way to play
Watch
the
out.
game.
You don't like those silver dudes. I don't like those.
Yep, so we're...
They're really hard to
we
kill.
see some baddies walking about in a line,
Patrick's avoiding them.
and I'm just avoiding them. And I'm like,
we're
I'm
really close.
Again, as fun as this seems, I'm just avoiding them.
Oh, Link, this is the spirit temple, but this construct cannot climb a sheer cliff face.
Oh no, what am I going to do?
However, the construct might be modified somehow in a way that enables access. So I have to make it float or fly.
Well,
Can
I'm
you get on a
approaching a
balloon?
bunch
Oh, of rockets.
of rockets.
Oh, yeah,
So
there
I'm
you
just
go.
gonna attach a
There
rocket
you
to
go.
everything.
Okay. And go for it. Okay, he's putting it on his back.
Okay, so I have a rocket on my back and a rocket on both of my hands. And I guess
Okay.
I'm just going to hit all of them at the same time and try to
Yep.
fly off the face of this cliff. This is fantastic. Did you think that you would be able to use a rocket pack in real life before you died? I know, I certainly did.
There we go. Oh, you're not going anywhere. There we
Oh,
go.
I only
You
needed the one
did
on
it.
my back.
The spirit temple. The vessel of spirits resting place.
Go us.
Oh, look at all those poses.
So this is a temple. I don't know if there's going to be puzzles here, though. I feel
I
like
don't
maybe
know.
we already worked our puzzles. I don't know.
You never know. We'll
gonna
be
find out.
surprised. Yep. Get those pose. You can bargain for bomb flowers with the pose.
Bargain for some bomb flowers.
Oh, here's a statue. We're going to have to pray, examine.
Well, it kind of looks like an owl. Kind of like us. Our head looks like an owl.
Yes.
Okay, so we're looking at it, and a laser shoots out of our head and fixes on the third eye of the owl statue. Kind of reminds me of.
Yeah, it does look like. Oh,
Link's
his eyes
Awakening.
are glowing.
I wish Ben were here to do the owl voice, but.
Oh,
he's
we just
working
got a medallion, a blue medallion glowing on the floor. Oh,
Oh no!
now we're going down on an elevator.
We are
type
sinking.
thing. I don't like this. Okay, now we're down here. What are we going to have to do down here?
It looks like we're in a temple, and there is some gloom standing between
and
us
there's the stone.
and the stone. And the stone is just kind of floating there. It wants us to get it. It looks just like a teardrop. I estimate that this is about to be a boss battle.
Oh, it may be.
And so I'm just going to
Save.
save. I'm sure that they
Okay.
auto-saved for us, but, you
There
know,
you go.
old habits and apparently old friends. What's up, Beetle? What are you doing here?
Thanks, Beetle.
And so now I'm in an arena. This is
And it's just
it looks like
covered
a
in lava.
gazebo. And I think that I'm going to want to attach some stuff to my hands.
Some weapons.
Because I feel like they want you to use this construct body to...
Do something.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to fight somebody to
Okay,
get this
now-
stone. It doesn't seem like it's going to be
They
this
stopped
easy.
us right in the middle. I think this is going to
Fade to
happen.
black. What's going on?
Here we
long
go.
pause. Okay.
Oh,
We
dear.
are now in a cage. We are in a cage match. There's like barbed wire around the
my
little
gosh.
gazebo we're in, and the floor opens
Oh, the
up.
floor opened up with a big well. Oh, and something just came out. Oh my gosh, it's a construct. But it's bigger than us. And it has a lot of weapons.
I made it long ago.
That construct, I made it long ago.
It must be under
But the
control of
glow,
something monstrous.
it must be under the control of something monstrous.
Yikes. Yeah, the seized construct,
Seized.
Scourge of the Spirit Temple.
Oh, it's screaming, shaking.
Into his pawn. We must defeat it. We can do this
We
together,
must
Link.
defeat it. We can do this together, Link.
Okay, crap. So I got to beat this thing, and I don't really know how to use this
Yeah.
construct because I, unfortunately, just kind of like shirked
Wow.
my responsibilities.
Too bad they didn't give you a bow and arrow.
I know I'm supposed to hit it in its head, but I don't. Again, I just don't know how to hurt this
Oh
thing.
man, you used a lot of hearts already.
Okay, so I got
I don't even know what you
got
do.
2 spiked balls on me.
Man,
and
he has it. Oh, you got a little sliver of his life. A little sliver. Uh-oh. We're down to like 10 hearts.
Okay.
I bet we're going to have to do this more than once as you learn to use the weapons.
Yeah, so this guy is just taller than me, and I
real
can't
big.
seem to hit him in the head. Oh, and he just keeps slapping me.
Right.
So how do I... Oh, I can shoot arrows. This is great news.
Oh, you can? Oh, yeah. We'll die
Great
and
news.
start over. And,
We'll die and start over again.
because if you
Okay.
use the muddle flowers and
The model flowers? Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Well, I am going to take a moment to gather
What you
my
doing?
thoughts and enable motion controls.
Oh, yeah, you use that. I don't.
my
Okay, we only have
arrows.
2.5 hours. Oh, we just died.
we just actually
Oh,
used...
but there's the fairy giving us 5 hearts back.
Okay. And so here I am, and I'm going to give it a go, even though I'm almost dead. Mm-hmm. And you're saying use muddle buds?
Yes, use a muddle bud and see if that helps, because it really, it didn't do much.
Didn't really do much.
Try the, go back and try the one next to it, the puff shroom.
Okay, we're going to try shooting this construct with a
Puff shroom.
puff
See what
shroom arrow.
happens. Not really.
No, not a big impact.
Try the bomb flowers.
Yeah, we're
It's
just gonna-
27.
You know, bomb flowers, they seem to disable the construct we're fighting. And
Barely.
Yeah, but at least
It is. It's going. It is. His
it's
life
not
is
hurting
going
him
down.
like a lot,
No.
but it is disabling him to the point where
Oh yeah, use one of the better bows, right?
I think that if we just like continue to crush this
Bombard
guy
him.
with bombs, then maybe we'll.
Oh man, his life's barely going at all.
Well, here, if I like hit him enough, maybe I can
Wonder if you can use water
get
on him.
close
I
to
wonder if
him.
That happens.
And then
There's, try shock fruit and see if that.
yeah, so
Since it's
basically look at
mechanical.
that.
Yeah. Good
So
job. You
once
just-
I disable him with the bomb flower, I am able to then walk up to it and attack it with my big old swinging arms.
Yeah, we have a heart and a half left.
And should I eat some food? Because I might be. I wasn't gonna eat
Oh
anything. 'Cause
yeah,
I thought I was gonna
Look,
die.
I have
but,
I have all kinds of food.
At this point, it's looking. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah. Here we go. Yep, you're you're a little bit more than a fourth, not quite a third yet.
But I'm running out of bomb flowers.
Try
Okay, very good.
the dazzle fruit and see if that does anything.
Okay, I'm gonna just use up my bomb flowers first. I think.
Oh.
I mean, it's working. And here comes a second form.
Oh.
All right, so it's
All right.
shaking. I mean, this thing is like
Falling
wobbly.
down.
Again, it's a construct that kind of looks like a big robot, but it's filled with gloom, and it's got this like spiky hands
no,
that are
it's
now
getting bigger.
flailing. And
Oh,
it's got
wow.
4 arms
His
now.
Arms. He's got more arms.
Oh, and they are like lit up.
Wow, and they're
Like a
really
tree.
long.
Yes, but
They're
bomb
really
flowers
long.
are again
They're helping.
disabling this guy.
Oh, we only have 9 left.
Yes.
Okay, you're
and-
halfway through.
Okay.
Right.
Whack him with
Beat
the
him up. Beat him
things.
up. It's not really doing anything.
All
Oh,
right.
good. You're like almost a quarter
Yep.
of his life.
Yep.
Nice. Very nice.
Okay, my bow is badly damaged.
Change your bow in a minute after you hit him a couple
And my
times.
weapon on my right hand is now worn out
Oh.
and doesn't work anymore.
Okay. Oh, look, you're down to like a fifth of his life.
I know. If I can get him one more
Wow.
time, I think that might be it.
Oh, he jumped just as you did that.
Oh, but that's fine.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Seized construct.
Yeah. Oh, you only got like a tenth of his life left.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, eensy weensy bit left.
And I only
Easy
have.
was-
Oh, my bow broke. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I might actually
get
pull this
your
off
new
on the first try.
bow. Okay.
Equip.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Equipping the Royal Guard's bow
Here we go.
that you can get right outside Zelda's room in the castle.
Tips and tricks. Okay, here we go.
Okay, let's
Bop.
see.
Bop. And I think this is the last blow. Oh, no, one more.
No,
Yeah.
Pat did it. It's
All right.
It's all shaky and seasy, and
No biggie.
all the gloom stuff is coming out of it.
Oh, it's an explodey. It's an explodey robot, and all the purple's just coming out and
It's
jerking
shaking.
around.
The ground is shaking. Oh, it just fell.
Face plant.
And there's all these lights coming out of it.
And much like the other
And now we have a
scourges that
white
we've
screen.
defeated, it explodes.
And
into
it's
purple.
gone. It's gone from the arena. And the
Wow.
barbed wire fence from the cage fell down. And a heart is now floating.
I want that heart. Mm-hmm. You think I should get it?
Get the heart.
You sure?
Yes. What? You're making fun of me?
I'm just teasing you a little bit.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
All right, so now we can claim our prize. That boss
Okay.
battle, because you had so many bomb flowers.
Yes,
Was
because
not as hard as I thought it
right,
was gonna
because
be.
I collected Poes and then exchanged them with the dark statue. And now Patrick is approaching the altar with the special stone floating above it.
And
glowing
it's like a
blue.
little more, it's a little more blue than the other ones. It's suitable that it's down in the basement for
Okay.
sure.
Now
Okay,
we're going to a
little
cutscene. And he's pulling out the Puripad.
Yep, I pull out my Switch.
Right. Oh, and
And
some white lights coming from it. Ooh, a spirit
Miniru
is flying to it.
flies
going
out of it
in
and
the
into
stone.
it. Bing! Right
And
into the construct.
I bet it's
robot
going.
thing.
I bet that's where it's going to go. Okay, its runes have lit up in white.
Yep, here it goes, lighting up.
Okay.
Bing.
Oh.
And now you can read the runes all over this robot construct body, and there's blinding
Now
purple
it's
and white light.
Complete white screen.
That was pretty intense, wasn't it?
Yes, it
So we
was.
just watched a cutscene
Yeah.
that we didn't want to bore you with, where Rauru, in a final blow, just shoved his whole magical arm into Ganon's heart and basically froze both of them in time until Link can show up with the sword. You have Rauru saying, "Link, remember his name." And the Demon King's all like, "Ooh, I look forward to meeting him. It should be interesting." And then they both basically turn into stone.
Stone. Mm-hmm.
Wow, a lot of sacrifice.
Yep.
To take care of this.
It is. There
This
is.
guy.
Yeah.
All right, and just like that, we have the Vow of Minoru, Sage of Spirit. Proof of the Vow of Minoru, Sage of Spirit. Use it to summon or dismiss the construct containing Minoru's spirit.
Very cool. You have a robot at your beck and call.
All right, and just like that, we have another Sage on hand that we can summon.
Yeah, a robot.
And so we are traveling right now to a random location in Hyrule to see if we can just summon this robot thing.
He should be with us.
I'm going to dismiss everybody
else. Okay.
And then, oh, my hand's blinking.
It is.
Huh.
There he is.
It's a robot.
Oh, how cool.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
And I can just jump on this thing? Oh, this is so
yes,
cool.
you can ride him.
Here you go.
And he's moving fast, so
Yeah, so you can shoot arrows from this robot. Look, you can just run around on
see,
this
does he run?
robot.
Does
I
it
gotta
run?
say,
it doesn't run.
this is really cool. If I were to play this again, I might try to get to this point quicker so I could use this robot for more of the game. We're gonna go have some fun and beat up some baddies. I think all we have to do now is go defeat the Demon King. We have all the sages. We have the Master Sword. You want to do that now?
No, I think we should do it on the next episode of
Hyrule Podcasters. Thanks for listening to this episode of
Hyrule Podcasters Ultra Pod.
Exploring a Torn Kingdom. If you like what you're hearing and want to support us directly, you can head over to our Patreon page. We'd also love to see you in our Discord. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Hyrule Podcasters and on Twitter at Hyrule Podcasters.
As always, this episode was produced by Patrick, and we'd like to thank LT Headtrip for composing original music for the podcast, including our theme song.
If you'd like to play along with us, Tears of the Kingdom is available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch.
And be sure to rate and review us in Apple, Spotify, or wherever ye happen to listen.
And action!
No, I think we should do it on the next episode of
Say the whole thing.
Hyrule Podcasters. I said it wrong, didn't I?
Oh, and can we get a Hyrule Podcasters from you?
Hyrule Podcasters.
From you.
And we're in Hyrule Castle, making our way to a boss fight.
It's so exciting.
What get it? Blah.
Okay, cool. So let's do it for real now. Odd Conduit
Media.